Hi guys, I am showing you a small course created on Storyline. So it says welcome to Cheenu's Excel tips and tricks. Now this course is created on Storyline and I'll be showing you a small demonstration of this complete quiz. So it has a start button, I'll click here, and the course has objective. By the end of the session I need to understand the transpose formula in Excel, remember the steps involved in the formula, analyze the importance of using the formula, and apply the formula on real Excel data. So I have two buttons, close and a power button. So I'll click on the power button and it has 4 steps which I need to go through. So let's go to the first step, which is formula. So this step basically shows me the definition of the function, and it also says click on blinking eye to see the syntax. Okay, so after I click here I can see the syntax of the formula, and it also has a hide button. If I wish I can hide this complete thing. Now I'll move on to the next step, which is basically based on slider functionality of Storyline. So out here, if I move the slider to step 3 and step 4, you can see that the text changes, and this changes because of as per the slider moves. Then I have a quiz, which is actually a game. Now let me see the instructions. It says let's play, each signal contains a question. So out here what I have configured is I have configured that each signal will contain a question. When you click on the card and if the question is right, you'll get 10 points. So if the question is right, you click on the card, the signal changes to green and you can move your card. At the end you have to make sure that the card reaches to its home point, which is somewhere to the left of the complete slide. And if in case I answered the question incorrect, the signal won't change on clicking the card, rather it will point me and ask me to submit some fine. So let me just quickly answer a few of the questions which I created. I clicked on the signal and I clicked on the right answer, which I know it is right. Click on submit, I click on continue, and now I need to click on card just to change the signal status, and the car will move. And I also earned 10 points. Now the second question I'll answer incorrectly. That means I'll not choose the right response, I'll rather choose the wrong response. Click on submit, it says incorrect. Click on continue, and now if I click on card, it won't change the status. Rather, it pointed me for any incorrect answer, click me to pay fine, and even the number of points is the same. So I click here, it says thank you for paying fine, click on card to skip the signal. So if I click on card now, this signal will turn green and I'll be able to move to the third question. Out here I'm to the third question, and now you see it keeps popping me up the same message, for any incorrect answer click me to pay fine. So let me just answer this question correctly. So it's fill in the blank and I'm typing it correct. Transpose database range, and run it close, and I click on submit and it says correct. And now without paying fine I can move the car. So you can see I can move the car, and also notice not only the car moves, the whole country also moves and goes backwards. So I have 20 points in my kitty now, and this is the last question, and let me answer this question correctly. So I say true, click on submit, it says correct, continue, and without paying the fine I can move forward it to the last step. And I also got a result button which appears now, and it says check your results, how much you scored. So I scored 75% and the passing score was 80%. However, since it contains only 4 questions, ideally it should have been either 100% or 75%. 80% makes no sense, but then again I didn't change this figure while I was configuring the quiz. So anyways, I did not pass, and I can review the quiz which question I answered wrong. So first question I answered correctly, second was wrong, third was correct, and the fourth was correct. And I can click on next, and if I click on submit, I'll be taken back to the main background slide from where I started. and then it's the let's practice session. So out here I have removed the next button so that the users cannot skip any step and they just click 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 and they go back, just skip the complete process. So this process will take 2 minutes of my video shoot time, so please bear with me. And out here you'll notice that that the simulation which was recorded earlier using the Excel is now playing in a form of a view mode, wherein you can just check the captions coming in and telling you step by step that what exactly things you have to do in a sequential manner. And out here you can check out that how the things are playing around. You can as a learner you'll get to know that okay, these are the steps that are involved. The last thing that can be improved or improvised in this complete course could have been a try session, wherein you are getting the hint and end user is actually performing the steps, as now it's the computer who's clicking and doing all the things and selecting data for us, but end user could have done the steps in a orderly fashion. So this would have given them hands-on practice, which we called it as a cognitivism learning. So this would have happened if the end user would have been doing this session. So this complete view mode is now done, and the professor says that it's lovely and the users can go ahead and practice in the real Excel sheet. You can also add a link to a real Excel sheet which contains data, which you can store it in a centralized database, and you can ask your users to practice that session and share those sheets on a shared medium or via shared drive or any other drive, wherein you can access actually the summative access can be done, assessment can be done on that particular data, how well they are able to perform or they did learn. So I click on submit, and now I can go back to the close button. So it says exit, and if I press this button it will take me back to the storyline. So since my system is a bit slow, so I have already clicked the button and I'm expecting it to exit in a while, because that's the preview mode that we are actually running. So I'm trying to exit it again. So I clicked on it back, and let's see if it's exit by itself, or then otherwise I need to close the preview. So this exit button is basically designed that once the course finishes out in LMS or in any learning management system or in mobile phone, or if you are using a desktop with not a preview version rather than playing the course, so this exit button will have worked, and you can see finally the course ended up. So out here it's basically the storyline wherein I created this this complete Excel course, some good amount of triggers and designing the layers. So that's how you can go ahead and create course using this storyline, which is very beautiful option. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it.